Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome in. I'm Rosario and I like to read books. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a 5-star predictions video, which essentially is going through all the books that I think I'll give 5 stars. Last week, I did a 5-star audit where I kind of went through all the books that I've given 5 stars and looked at the kind of common themes and styles and different things that come up multiple times in those books and kind of what kind of things I'm likely to give 5 stars and comes up a lot in my 5 stars. So some of that has informed this, some of this I'm just going on pure gut instinct on whether I feel like I would really love this or the different things that I feel like I might really love. Let's get into the books. First one I have is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. And I think I'm going to really love this one because it sounds really wholesome. It's kind of this academic Emily Wilde who is studying fairies in this kind of Nordic land, and she needs to kind of team up with her like rival, and she needs to team up with him, and she is kind of this oddball character, and he is kind of this charismatic kind of like person, and I think the idea is that they're two different personalities that work really well together. And I love it when the woman is like the standoffishy one. So it's this cozy fantasy. Sounds really cute. Sounds like the romance will be cute. It sounds wholesome. And then on a similar vein of wholesome, I also think I'll really like Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater, which follows a girl who it's also another like fairy story, but I feel like this is the kind of fairy story I really will really like, although there's no evidence for this. But this is what I think. I think if I don't like these, I will take a forfeit. So I think I'll really like this one because it's about a girl and she gets cursed by a fairy and she loses half of her soul. So she kind of like is missing like a bit of empathy, I think, or something like that. So she's kind of navigating this world missing half of her soul. And it just sounds really interesting, and it sounds like this Regency kind of fairy tale vibe that I think I will really like. It sounds heartwarming and cute as well. So let's hope I really like that. The next book that sounds like something I would really love is Monstrilio by Gerardo Samano Cordova, which is a long name, but this essentially follows a woman who is grieving the loss of her son, and she takes a piece of his lung, I believe, and she kind of takes it and it grows into this monster, and it's kind of about like the things that people will do for love and grief and kind of like humanity in a way, kind of like Frankenstein, like what the consequences of the things that we do create out of different emotions, I guess. I feel like it just touches on that thing of like what it means to be human, and kind of it has that horror element, and it also has like the monstrous side of love, like themes like that I feel like I really enjoy, and the kind of like ethics of like what's happened and like moral and philosophical questions. So I feel like this sounds like it will be really good, and it sounds like it's got horror edge to it that I really like with that kind of emotive kind of themes. The next one that I think I will love is Slewfoot by Brom. This essentially follows a girl who, and it says, I'll read you the synopsis because I don't know how to describe this, but it says, a spirited young woman, Abatha, arrives at a Puritan colony betrothed to a stranger. When he dies, she's all alone in this pious and patriarchal society. Abatha fights for what little freedom she can grasp onto while trying to stay true to herself and her past. Enter Slewfoot, a powerful spirit of antiquity newly awoken and trying to find his own role in the world, healer or destroyer, protector or predator, but the shadows walk and villagers start dying. A new rumour is whispered. Which, and then essentially they kind of team up. That sounds really good. It sounds like it's that kind of like they're like these two different people trying to survive, one that's relatively innocent and one that like sounds kind of evil. I don't know, I don't really know what it's about, but I feel like the horror and like fantasy themes really sound like something that I'd be interested in. Like hits that kind of like supernaturally what's happening here kind of vibe. And then another one that sounds like something that would be right up my street is Bloom by Delilah S. Dawson. This essentially follows a woman who gets into a relationship with another woman and everything seems amazing, like it seems like this perfect relationship, and she's never felt like anyone like about this like anyone else, but it is a horror, so things start to take a dark turn. And from what I've heard about this, kind of like it's quite a slow build up to something like that happens at the end. I don't know what it is. I don't know, it seems like one of those books where I might be confused but also love it. So I feel like this one seems like something that would match that. I'm not sure, where it's a little bit supernatural, a little bit creepy, a little bit horror, like all those kind of things working together. And the final book that I have on this list is Milk Teeth by Jessica Andrews. This one is like a contemporary kind of novel about, essentially about a woman finding herself. I got a phone call and then I had to move the camera, so the camera might be in a different spot now. Sorry if it looks disjointed. The final book is Milk Teeth by Jessica Andrews. A girl grows up in the northeast of England amid scarcity, fearing her own desires and feeling undeserving of love, and essentially she kind of gets into this relationship. I think she moves into the Mediterranean with this person and she kind of has to confront things from her past, and it says that in the Mediterranean heat she must decide what form her adult life takes and learn how to feel deserving of love and care. So I feel like it's kind of one of those stories about like identity and kind of growing up and being I guess being an adult. It's one of the things where people are like exploring identity and like being the best version of themselves almost. Sounds like one of those stories that I would love. Those are the five books that I am predicting I will give 5 stars. I don't know what the forfeit is if I don't give them 5 stars. Maybe leave a suggestion for a forfeit if I don't love these books that I think I will love. Maybe I just get rid of them, you know. Let me know if you've read any of these and let me know what your 5-star predictions are. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got this far, leave a tooth emoji. Is there a tooth emoji? If there's a tooth emoji, leave a tooth emoji. There must be. I'm sure there must be a tooth emoji. Leave a tooth emoji for Milk Teeth and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!